Hi guys, today for you unpacking of a very special item I got from eBay. It is not something you get every day, as it is one more my side part. Guys, this is a gyro unit from 1960s French missile from Matra manufacturer. I did not identify yet from which missile it is, but I will investigate. Making sure it is regarding. Okay, so it is very heavy, 10 kilos approximately. I'm going to try to pack it. Yes, it is very well packed, by the way. Maybe, yes, it seems to be in the original box because it is a new on stock part, which is good. Yes, guys, I will open this packing for you. For the first time in 50 years. No, it is not the original pack. But it is a box from probably some military unit, remote control unit. So interesting. I will search for it. What it is. I think it's not the original box, but still you can see the list here. It's just a gray cylinder, but when you open it, it will be interesting, but I believe it will be hard to open because of the sealant on the screws. I will take it this way. Here we are. So, as you can see, excuse me, it is a big cylinder. Here is the plate here, Matra type 209, serial number 1158, this one. So it is from 1960. So it is from an eBay seller who has a lot of them for sale. Well, at least several of them, with a random price going to from 50 to 150 euros. I got this one for 70 euros plus shipping. So here we are. You can see we have metal sheet all around, making covers, and we have screws which will probably be difficult to remove. You will need a little bit of help probably. And here at the bottom you have some brass insert here, and connectors. So I had machine connectors back in the time, something like this, but I am not sure if I have them anymore. I will have to have a look for them. Okay, so it is very heavy. So inside we have 2 or 3 gyroscopes, one Dynamotor, and vacuum tube electronics. It will need a little bit of cleaning and such. You can see here there is some what seems to be a spider nest, which is empty. And so far I cannot see anything else without removing the covers. So there will be more videos about it, of course, when I will have managed to open it. which could be a little bit difficult. we'll have a detailed look at the inside. But first, I believe it needs a good clean. Yes. So it is the first thing I will do. Clean it very well. So, thanks for watching so far. Bye bye. Hi guys, I am in the process of unlocking the screws on the missile gyro unit. And at least I can use these custom standoffs I made years ago from scrap wood. In the eventuality I need to work on cylindrical shape objects. So it is just two standoffs with a V cut allowing to fit several diameters. So it's a little tiny for here, but it is still good. And it allows to work on cylindrical shape things very easily. There is some anti-grip velcro here. I did use it previously for my sonoboy I took apart 2 years ago. And it is really nice for cylindrical shape, working on cylindrical shape things. So for unlocking the rusty and sealed screws here, what I do first, I clean off the screw imprint with a little stainless screwdriver. Then I hammer it like this with a little bigger one in order to enlarge the imprint on the screw. And when it is done, I go with a bigger screwdriver. I did customize this screw bit because it was too wide for these particular screws, so I did fine it a little bit, and now it is almost good. So I work vertically, of course, but I hammer the screwdriver and I turn it a little bit each time. And so far I did unlock all the screws I tried except one. So it seems to be working. Maybe I will not need to drill all the screws. It should be nice. Okay, so I will keep you updated when the covers I removed on this thing. Bye bye. Hi guys, it's me again. So I know you want to see the inside of the missile gyro unit. So on the top here, this plate was easy to remove and it gave access to the wiring of the connectors. So it will be easy to take apart if needed. And on the inside, here we are. So we have here on this side 2 gyros, similar looking parts. One inverter Dynamotor for power supply needs probably. At the back here you can guess there is a row of connectors. I did already work them loose in order to probably try to take apart the thing. And on the side here some holes with rubber. And here is a part of the electronics. You can see very heavy conformal coating, tubes, and there is more deeper, but we cannot see it yet. So here you can notice this material. It looks like the thing I had in the Russian missile part. Some kind of expanded foam, something like this. Here also. So how the thing is constructed, we have this main part here, which is a structural part. This side with the connectors is a cover. And here we have screws that seem to be holding the electronics. So if I remove the gyros, the connectors here at the back on this cover here, I may be able to pull out all the electronics in one single block. So I will investigate it. Thanks for watching. Hi guys, follow up for the missile gyro unit. So I did manage to take it apart completely to individual units. I did not record a video of it because it was quite tricky and with stuck screws and so on, but I will probably make a video of a reassembly process, which is basically the reverse order. So here is the cover part of the frame with which is holding the connectors. This is just still aluminum sheet cover. Here you have holes for the wires, standards for the two connectors. This brass part must be a coaxial guide for putting the missile together, and must be a reference guide for the assembly. I think the next section have a mating plug that goes inside this. So this part is made of cast aluminum, it seems, with a black anodized finish. On the other side you have guide pin here for the assembly, and you have this thing which is holding the electronics pack. So you can see there is some foam, looks like expanded foam with rubber pads, brown rubber pads here. And that is all for this part. So the next main frame part, so the covers are just aluminum sheet, and you can see it is basically the same kind of stuff with mounting points for here for the gyros, here for the inverter, Dynamotor inverter, and here the matching other side for the electronics pack with the same rubber finish. Black rubber here, not sure why, so just for dampening purpose probably. And here, so manufacturer plate, Matra type 209. I will need to Google it a little bit. Then you can see it is quite strong here. There is a built-in handle for carrying the part. It is supposed to be locked by this thing, but it is not working very well again anymore. These two plugs here are access holes for potentiometers in the electronics. And here on the side you have one screw hole, one over here, so I believe it is for the assembly to the missile structure. And you can see this flat area here is probably for allowing cables to go from one side to another, because there is no electrical connection this side. Okay, some little bit of hardware. These are the mountings for electronics. So looks like we have a folded aluminum sheet welded here with some filling material here, and again rubber. There are two of them. You can see they are pretty heavy in fact. And apart from that, this is the piece holding all the connectors for the gyros to the electronics pack, and it is quite a neat design because you can see in fact the screws go in the connectors, but they are not screwed to them, so you have just to lift it and it will free up the three plugs. These are the mountings for the Dynamotor. Here we have big Allen screws for assembling the main cover. And it is all so far. Thanks for watching. Hi guys, next part, excuse me, light maybe, yes, for the from the Matra missile gyro unit. So this is the rotary power converter or Dynamotor made by Oxylec. You can see it is 50 volts ampere, 400 Hertz, works from 26 to 29 volts DC. So there is a very nice hammer-tone paint on this. It is in very nice shape, in fact. Here is the plug that connects to the electronics pack, made by Socapex, of course. Here some variable resistor. And I will remove these covers to show you the brushes. So the way it works, in fact, you have on the single shaft a motor and a dynamo, and the motor rotates the dynamo and it generates the correct number of phase you want. Here, this side must be the motor side. You can see two brushes. Nice piece with a lot of screws everywhere. Just here, I will clean it before I put it back in place, maybe. Just a cover here. On the other side, you have a built-in fan that tries to cool the thing a little bit. So this one is a little harder to remove. Here we are. So yes, this is the dynamo side. You can see we have 3 brushes for 3 phases, and the little built-in fan here. So oddly enough, you can see it looks like it has been used. It is not all new. So maybe it is just test use in the factory. Not sure, but you can see obviously it has turned this thing. Or maybe if it is from a missile which was decommissioned but was on active duty for some time. Maybe when the missile is mounted onto the aircraft is flying, some of the missile systems are powered on as a standby mode, so it is why maybe it did this thing was used. Because considering you have tube electronics, it does not power on immediately. You have to wait a few seconds for the electronics to warm up. So if you need the missile right here, right now again against an enemy, of course, if it is not available, you cannot use it. So maybe if there was some standby mode on the missile, and it was the converter was making the power supply for it. So it looks like anyway it is just the power supply for the gyro unit. You must have other power supplies for the other parts of the missile. I will try to get some information about which kind of missile it was, but I believe it will be hard to find. Okay, so this is the rotary converter part. Thanks for watching, bye bye. Next part from the Matra missile gyro assembly, and it is the core unit really, because it is the gyros. You can see on this plate we have 2 similar gyros mounted in 90 degrees angle, so I believe it is for axis Z and Y on the missile. So we have 2 Matra gyros with type 307 with matching serial number 10,400 here and 10,401 here. So they are in a quite sad condition. You can see there is some stuff. It is oxidized or something. So here I have here is the bottom side of it. This must be the output of the gyro. Here you can see the spinning part of the gyro. Here we have more stuff, I'm not sure what it does. Here are the plugs for it. So capex with a foam part here, rubber part bolted on, quite nice. So I will remove this one in order to have a better view. I did already unlock the screws, luckily, because they are really hard to unlock. So you can see, here it is. Here we have a better view at the inside. As you can see, it is really sad. This is the mounting part of the spinning wheel. I'm not sure what happened here, but it must be cast aluminium, and really it is in a bad shape. So maybe I should be able to blow air and clean it a little bit. In fact, the gunk goes off pretty easily if I scrape like this. A soft scrape with a screwdriver removes it, but as you can see, it is old. But I cannot access everywhere anyway, so I will try to clean it a little bit before I put it back together, but I believe it will come back anyway, so it is the way the metal is after so many years. So here you have the, it must be the feedback axis for the gyro. Yes, it moves like this, and in fact, as you can see, you just see here we have some kind of wire wound potentiometer with a cursor here moving, and it acts like a potentiometer for the output. Here in the middle we have obviously the motor part for the spinning wheel. This one is stuck, by the way. It is really hard to now it is free, but it was stuck. Now it wants to turn. The other one is turning free. And here we have more stuff. Do not know what this part does. You can see only a few wires into it, chooser and chooser. And you can see also the number of screws on this thing, screws everywhere. So we have nice brass parts here. The other parts are aluminium. Here we have, yes, it must be the connections to the motor assembly with soft connections in order to allow it to move freely. So it cannot move a lot, in fact, just like this. And all the gunk coming off from it. So the two parts are exactly similar anyway, so there is no point removing the other one. So thanks for watching, bye bye guys. So now the most interesting part, I guess, from the Matra Gyro unit, the electronics package. So it came off as a single block, and it is a sandwich of PCBs soldered inside onto motherboards. So it is not coming apart further than this. So here is the side we were able to see when it was mounted in the frame, with two vacuum tubes here. I will try to remove this cover and see what the tubes are. Transformers here. Behind here I can guess capacitors. And here we had two similar stages, maybe output stages from the gyros with a miniature tube. So this is the side from the under the cover of the frame with the wires and the plugs. You can see the strain reliefs on the wires here and how it is connected. You can see it is a regular PCB, brown PCB with lots of tracks, and it just connects the stack of PCBs here. This side we have we can see there are 4 vacuum tubes, 4 big vacuum tubes with regular sockets, and you can see it is written block electronic 809, serial number 1174, Matra. Some more tracks here, thicker tracks for power supply maybe. Here we have a potted assembly. No clue what there is inside, maybe a transformer, something like this. And here we have 4 very interesting units. They are plugged in vacuum tube sockets. And it is written type 615 with serial numbers 10,982 and 83 here, and these 2 ones are not machine numbers. So you have voltage and resistance value written on them. Maybe they are relays. I could remove them with removing this bracket, but the screws back here are very tiny and locked in place by the conformal coating, so it will not be easy to remove. Here we have some insulating sheet. As you can see, there is one more large PCB behind there. So maybe this will come off. The screws do not seem to be too much lock in place here. No, they will not come off. This one comes off. So it is a problem with really old tiny screws when you want to remove them. Yes, I was lucky this time. So what do we have here? We just have more PCB, more conformal coating, some small resistors and stuff here, resistors, capacitors. So looks like we have glass body diodes. So at least this thing uses diodes. You have more information of PCB number here. And what else? We have here the 3 connectors, of course, that connects to the rotary converter and the gyroscopes. On this nice insulating material sheet, you can see with cutoffs to match exactly the solder points on the board here. So really nicely done. I do not want to know the original cost of this thing back in the 60s. It was really at the edge of electronics technology back in the time, so I will put back the screws later. So what do we have else? So this side we did already see. You can see there is some foam done at the bottom here to keep things in place. We have also all the conformal coating. So transformers here. Some so this seems to be a mirror of the other one at the bottom. So it really looks like we have 2 similar stages and one power supply unit here. And nothing is coming off else. So even if I remove these screws, it is soldered in place each side. So I will just try to remove one of the tube covers, but they are really hard to push because there is a spring inside. So I do not want to break the tube, so I will not do it. Okay, so this is the main electronics pack. As you can see, really well made, really a sandwich of PCBs, really compact. Designing this thing back in the 60s without computer was really a challenge, I guess, and lots of work, engineer work, probably in this, because from the schematic and the form factor you want to achieve to fit the thing in the missile, how to organize things all together, considering also the reliability issues and so on. It was really something, I guess. Okay, so I will put this together, and in the next video I will reassemble the gyro unit. Thanks for watching, bye bye. Hi guys, I am done with my initial look at the Matra missile gyro unit. So for now I will reassemble it, because there are parts everywhere, and if I want to do other things later with it, it will be anyway much more easy to take apart, because all the screws will be unlocked. So maybe I will try to power it on at some point, but the gyros are quite sad, so I'm not sure what it will do. So for now I will put it back together. So there we are, the thing is back together again. And yes, it was very heavy. So there is only a few screws I could not reinstall because of screw holes stuck with all the buckle screws inside. 2 or 3 of them only. Apart from that, it is done and now ready for storage. I hope I will find any information, additional information on this thing on Google, but as it is very old, it seems it is not really easy. And as Matra did made cars also, all the results are about cars and not about my size. So thanks for watching for now, bye bye.